Hey everyone, and happy Sunday to one and all. I am back with another little quick project on key rings. I thought I would make another one or two key rings to wrap up 2023. I mentioned in the last couple of videos that I'd make a couple of more bookmarks and key rings, and then we'll wrap up those for the year because I'm going to move on to some different things coming up into the new year. So welcome one and all, and for you loyal subscribers, thank you so much. I'm so grateful and blessed to have you all subscribing and watching my videos. It means so much, so thank you so much. And if you're new to my channel and just stumbled across, welcome aboard, and thank you so much for joining us today. So this is definitely beginner friendly. We'll make another key ring, and we're going to put another spin on the different types I've been posting lately. I've been trying to do something different each time, a little bit different, either technique or different supplies or findings or wire. And so this I have not done yet. And what we're going to do is we're going to use these butterfly link connectors, and we're just going to use those with some jump rings and some head pins to attach it, and we'll do a couple of dangles at the bottom. So we haven't done this one yet, and so like I said, this is very beginner friendly. So if you haven't made a key ring before, this is going to be a perfect video for you. It's probably going to take less than 10 minutes, and you'll find it's really super easy. And so we are going to be using 3 2mm jump rings. I have some 6mm I pulled out, but I think that we're going to be able to use the 2mm. And these are going to work better because it's going to make it tighter, the links tighter. And considering it'll be like a purse dangle or a key ring dangle, I want it to be tighter, just a little bit closer together. So we will not use the 6mm. I'm going to use the 2. However, if you've got 6mm jump rings, you're fine. Use those. Either will work. I'm using 3 head pins. We'll use 3 head pins with the ball on it. And then I'm using 2 4mm rainbow spacers. They're really pretty rainbow. And then I have a 2mm purple rondelle faceted bead. So that's a tiny little 2mm and then 2 4mm. So just 3 little beads. And then of course you'll need your key ring dangle. And if you've been watching my videos, you know I'm using the swivels. Right now I purchased a big bulk of them in different colors. So I have the silver. So it does swivel, so it's perfect for keys. It's also great for a purse or a bag. It has obviously the latch, and then it comes with the key ring component. So we'll jump into it. So all I've done is I've taken my first butterfly connector and fed a 2mm jump ring on and fed it right onto that swivel. So that's the first thing, and we'll just connect the other 2 now. So you'll just take a jump ring and we'll open it up. I've already opened mine, and then we will just feed it on our little connector, and then we'll feed it on the bottom of the connector directly above it and get those attached together. That one has a hole that is not quite open. It's a little bit of like a piece of metal there in the center. That's why that wasn't going on. Let's see here if I can work that out. Okay, I think we got it now. Okay, and we'll just make sure we're feeding on our butterflies in the right direction. Okay, and then just close them up using some 2 pair pliers that you've got. Some chain nose, round nose, or excuse me, bent nose or flat nose will work perfect, not round nose. But any 2 pliers you have will be fine. And this is what we have so far. So I've just connected the 2 together here with that 2mm jump ring and attached it at the top swivel there. And then we're going to just do 1 more butterfly with our last little jump ring here. And so we'll feed that on there. And feed our little butterfly on. And close up that jump ring, and now our 3 link connectors are done. Super, super easy, guys, but it's going to be really cute. So now that's what we have. Look how cute that is. Super cute, right? Cute little dangle. So now what I was thinking is we're going to put 3 little dangles with these little beads on the bottom of our last little butterfly here. Now, I did, I'm not sure, like I said, I pulled up the 6mm, so if you don't have 2mm, you can certainly use those to connect. But also, I pulled them out because I'm not sure. These are really super tiny holes on these link connectors, as you can see there. Really tiny. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get all 3 on, or if I have to use a jump ring. So we have those kind of on standby. And I also forgot my round nose pliers, so let me grab those. So we'll see how this plays out. So all we're going to do is I'm just going to feed all 3 on, and I want them to kind of hang different lengths. So I'm going to put all my beads on my head pins first. Okay, so that's what I have. I'll pull that up and show you. I have all my little beads on my head pins. But what I'm going to do is I want them to dangle a little bit different lengths. So what I will do is I am going to actually cut them different lengths before I do my loop. So I think what I want to do is we'll do like this one. We'll do that one like around right there. And then the next one, the little purple crystal, I want that one to be just a smidge longer. Not too drastic, but just kind of a smidge. So I'll cut that one there. Okay. And so now, as you can see on my mat here, I'm just lining up my head pins to where the tops are flush. And then I'll take my third one, and then I'll just kind of hold that there and cut it at the same height as the other 2 at the top. But as you can see, I've got it a little further down at the bottom here, so it's kind of cascading like in a downward. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make tiny little holes now. Tiny little loops. I'm going to try to make tiny, super, super tiny little loops, as small as I can get them. I'm just going to do a regular loop. I'm not going to do anything fancy here. And hopefully I can get them all to connect on our tiny little butterfly connector. And I'm just, again, I'm making loops as small as I possibly can. Okay, and our third one. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to open up my loops. Let me grab my chain nose, I suppose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed them on from smallest to longest. So I have the small, and then this one, and then the longer one there. So I'm going to just open up my loop on my little head pin there, and I'm going to feed that on the butterfly. And of course, now that I'm thinking of it, it might be a good idea to open up our loop on all 3. So I don't have to keep picking it up and putting it back down, and see how this works out, if we need to grab a jump ring or not. Okay, so now I have the first one on there. That's such a small area. I'm just really, I am not sure that that is going to work. But I will find out in a minute with you guys, that's for sure. We're about to find out. It's such a tiny little spacer. Which, to be honest, these little link connector, these little spacer butterflies, they're perfect for stuff like this. They actually really are working out well on the bookmarks and the keychains. Okay, so I've got one on. Let me feed on this other one here and see. We're going to be able to get 3 of them on here. Okay, so there's my second one. Let's see if I can even... Goodness gracious. Okay, so now let me see if I can get that on there. Okay, so that's so far so good. See if we can close that up. It's such a tiny little space. But I don't want, obviously you don't want them to fall off, so you gotta get them closed. Okay, well, they're certainly closed. Okay, let's see. Drum roll. Can we get the third little dangle on here? Oh my goodness, we might. Oh my goodness, you guys. Barely. Boy, is that tight. But I think I got it. I think I got all 3 of them on there. And make sure I have him closed up. Nice and tight. Okay, we did. But is it going to be too much to where there's some movement? Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's so cute, you guys. Look. So we got that to work. Look how cute that is. I'll pull that up there. See? That's adorable. So all I do is I just clip that keyring component on the swivel. If you want to put that with it for a keyring, you certainly can do that. If you're going to use it for a purse dangle, you leave the keyring component off. But look at how cute that is. That's pretty cute, you guys. Look at that. It worked out. Super cute and super easy. So really fun. Like I told you, I knew it'd be 10 minutes or less. So that's that. And I hope you guys enjoyed making a fun little quick butterfly connector, little link keyring / purse dangle with me today. So until next time, friends, be blessed.